Peace, what's good? It's Deruba Diallo. It's my second video on the degradation of the black female. Uh, Last time we touched on things that the men could do to change our situation as far as how we treat black women, the black womb, and essentially the seeds that come from that womb. So this video is going to touch, or it's going to be geared more towards the women, the queens, our elder queens. It's you guys' responsibility to pretty much raise the village, and don't take that wrong by me saying that it's just solely on you, because that's not what I mean. But in the last video I touched on the fact that nature makes women the authority here, and by having that authority, they are the gatekeepers pretty much of everything. Everything is passed through the woman, so everything is taught through the woman. So when that baby is even in the womb, it's receiving signals, brain signals, from the mother that are affecting and molding that baby, rendering that baby, so to speak. So it's all in your thoughts, your speech, your talk, everything matters. And so, women can be very vicious sometimes, as can men, but like towards each other. Like it's a thing in Detroit called hate. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody else has it too, but like here it's like really strong. You hating, everybody hating. So it's like, and it seems to be that it's more women than it is men. All on the social media talking about I got your man and all of that garbage that just perpetuates exactly what I'm talking about. It contributes to the pollution, because even if you're not directing that negative energy at someone and they hear it, it's like secondhand smoke. Their brain still eats it. And it creates problems. Obviously, I mean, look at what's going on with our culture. And if you don't think it's a problem in the way we talk to each other, the way we act towards each other, then you're crazy. Because I'm not crazy. I know I'm not crazy, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people that agree with the fact that we are just horrible to each other. I'm talking about the male and the female. We are terrible to each other. And I put emphasis on the female all the time as being an authority, because she has, like I said, she has that baby, and she is the first teacher. She is the first love. She is the first heartbeat, breath, smell that the baby encounters. Everything is that woman, is that queen. That for those mothers that have breastfed, the baby lays in the bosom. How much closer can you get to your creator than laying in your mother's bosom? Because you just came out of her belly. And usually if a mother is breastfeeding, the baby comes out of the belly, it goes immediately onto the breast to make that connection. So you tell me what that is. And you tell me that if that mom is stressed to hell, maybe she in the street, maybe her man in the street, or maybe she's having financial problems, or maybe she's sick, maybe she has a mental disorder, depression, that baby's affected. Drugs, whatever. Baby's affected. And then we talk about how we fix things. And again, I'm going to touch on the fact that we always talk about economics, which is beautiful. Yes, we need that. We definitely need to keep pushing towards that also. But we need to push towards the fact that we disrespect the Holy Grail. And again, we disrespect the Holy Grail. And it has to stop, or we are headed for destruction. It was a song in the 80s called Self-Destruction. It was like all the rappers got together, and the chorus was called We Headed for Self-Destruction. That was in the 80s, 30 years ago. And look at us. We can't walk down the city street without getting attacked by the police, We can go in the store without getting attacked by the security there, or we go to job interviews, we're discriminated against just because of our names, how we look, hair, whatever. And it's all attributed to the way that they think we are. It's all attributed to the way that they think we act, in which we do act by sharing these dumb videos, and they go viral, 2, 3, 4 million hits. But if you post some shit like this, excuse my French, it doesn't get any hits, and it's crazy, and it trickles down to what I'm talking about. It trickles down to what I'm talking about because these kids are out here wild as hell, flat out. They're wild as hell, and it's some fathers, but a lot of the moms are condoning this behavior. I heard I coach a player that is in the gang in the neighborhood the school is in, and he got shot over the past Christmas break. And all the players calling me, oh my God, you know, Raheem got shot. So I'm like, okay, I call, I go visit to try to talk to his mom, see if she need anything, any help. What do you think I saw when I went over there? The mom was in the retaliation talk. She was literally in the retaliation talk. And you tell me I'm crazy for saying that it's not pollution. That's pollution. I'm sitting there talking to this kid, asking him, what do you want for your life? He's telling me, I want a hoop, coach. He's 17 in the 9th grade, 16, or about to be 17 in the 9th grade, playing basketball with on house arrest with a bracelet on his ankle. He's telling me he wants to change his life. He wants to play basketball, but he's also telling me that he can't get out of this cycle. He's like, listen to my mom and his brothers and his father. Everybody's entrenched in that same cycle of violence. It's pollution. Imagine if that same kid was in a household that was healthy. Sure, he might still get influenced, but he would have a better chance. He wouldn't have told me, look at my mom, look at my dad. Maybe he would have listened. But his mom was in the retaliation talks. Wake up, man. That's crazy. There is no explanation for that. And if you try to put a post up or a comment or whatever and say that you're gonna try to justify that BS, I'm gonna delete you. And I'm gonna tell everybody that's your friend to delete you because you're crazy. If you're telling me it's okay for a mother or a father to be telling their kid to go ride on some people, that's just gonna perpetuate more violence. And somebody else gonna get killed, and then they're gonna come back and then somebody else gonna get killed. And that's how I go. When I was in high school, I had mamas fighting kids. It was mamas fighting kids. Daddies too, though. But you know how they say it's always the mamas there and the daddies is absent, so you see more mothers around. And we need to take responsibility. Men too. If you see this, check them. You don't have to put your hands on them. You don't have to holler and scream. You can just be like, look, you at school, these kids, whatever. Try to calm the situation down, but just rooting it on and pulling out your cameras and all that garbage. It's garbage. Women, you are queens. You need to act as such. I guarantee. Walk around like you got a crown on your head. Better yet, wrap your crown and watch the respect you get. Watch it. Just try one day. Just say, I'm going to walk around town or wherever I am like I'm queen of everything, and watch how people change around you. People that you've known for years. Like, what's up with her? What ain't got into her? Oh, she thinks she this, she thinks she that. Nah, she feeling like she a queen today. Just try it. Just try it. Because, like I said before, women are the portals. They are the gatekeepers to this realm. And it's highly important that they bear fruit that is going to be useful. Because the only way we're going to get liberated is if we have warriors and we have people that can think for themselves and they don't get caught up in this garbage world, the television and the media. But if they come out polluted already into the pollution, then we ain't going to be able to fix it. We're not. We're just not. So it's like, man, it's very close to my heart because I feel like a lot of people think that a woman or the queen can't raise a strong black man. That's garbage. Because my mom, Daria Eileen Williams, raised a hell of a man that's sitting in front of this camera. So the queens can do it alone. It can be done. I'm a product of it. I'm a product of it. Yeah, I had rough times like everybody do. I'm a product of the environment, whatever you want to call it. But my mom, not being from a polluted situation, she was able to at least instill some values in me that didn't have me too far gone. And that's what we need. These kids have no morals, no values. They have no respect. And since the majority of the dads are absent, locked up, dead, or wherever, just skipped off or whatever, we need you. We need you. And we need you now. We need you now. To every woman that sees this, every man that has a woman in his life that he thinks she needs to hear this, please show it to her. We need y'all to wake up so we can wake up. We need y'all to wake up so we can wake up. That's what it is. We need each other. That's how we break the cycle. That's how we break it. So just please listen to this. Think about it. Think about strategies and ways that we can come up with that we can accomplish this, because it needs to happen. It needs to happen on both fronts, from the kings to the queens and the queens to the kings. It has to happen. Or we are just, we're already living in a cesspool, and it's a lot of things going on globally that we need to pay attention to, that we can't pay attention to because we're trying to fix these damaged kids and that become damaged adults. And it just never happens. You got all these mentally ill people walking around, standing on freeways, dancing, whatever, just doing all kind of madness. And it all starts with the tree that fruit was picked from. So just please spread this if you think somebody needs to see it. I'm not talking about anybody. I am just challenging people to be accountable, male and female. We have to come out of this. We have to wake up. Free Mind Society.